Yeah.
All the way down.
All right. Welcome to our first quarter Esoteric Truth or Dare for Sanctuary. And here we are already. So as every call, let's go ahead and get centered with our breath. We're going to take our 3 breaths, one for ourselves, one to settle in and just release anything that's holding on to us. And then one for those that are in our thoughts and our hearts, and then one for the for a special intention. So let's just take a breath and let everything go. Take a breath for those that are in thoughts in our hearts. And then one for a special intention. All right. If you have your candle, do our candle ritual.
Ready. Packed all my goodies today.
All right. You can just do it with this. It's that intention, right? It's all about the intention. Yes. All right. Let this flame represent
the
wild spirit that burns within each of us.
The wild spirit that burns within each of us.
As we awaken our own wild spirit. May we awaken the collective. All right. Set that someplace safe. And you got your incense. What are you burning tonight?
Having fun with fire.
It's always fun, isn't it?
It's a piece of sandalwood.
Oh, nice.
But I do have some regular sandalwood incense too, but I'm putting little pieces into the candle so it'll smell incredible.
That's a good idea. What can you tell a big difference between the little pieces of sandalwood versus the incense?
Absolutely.
Like yeah. Is there?
Yeah. Yeah. The incense has more of the, it smells like incense, right? But you can smell the sandalwood in it, but there's something about like the smell of just actual burning wood that is completely different, like it is on a fire pit or something, it does have an earthier aroma to it. There we go. Now catch the house on fire.
She's on fire.
So yeah, it does, where the, incense is made with other things.
Yes. But fun. I like, playing with fire is fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Burn the place down.
Well, okay. So our topic this month, here we go. Okay. So our topic this month, sanctuary. I want to read through the mantra and go through some of the keys before we jump into our truth or dare. And keep an eye that this glass doesn't break. It is like seriously on fire.
Yeah.
Maybe one too many pieces of wood in there.
She's like, I got my own little fire pit going.
Here's the fire extinguisher.
So the
mantra, yeah, I do have that close by. The mantra for sanctuary is the universe supports me as I reflect the beliefs from within my heart. So we're taking really the heart chakra, right? Running everything through the heart chakra. What would love do? But it's also about I believe, right? And making sure that our beliefs, that we know that any setback is temporary, right? So making sure that we believe that we can also ask for help or receive help. Even if we don't want to ask for it, we can receive it. And then how to invigorate our resilience and going through, because we're always going to have setbacks. We're always going to have things that happen in life. That's what life is all about. And it's about how we react to it. And in making sure that the sanctuary that we create around us is one that is logical for where we are now, but even more so for where we're going, right? So it's not like a cold, dark cave that we retreat to, because it's what we've always done in life when something negative happens to us. So just kind of taking stock into how we react to adversarial situations.
Love it. Yeah, this is great too, especially with everything going on in our world. I think now is a beautiful time to reassess and find that sanctuary and define it for ourselves.
Yeah, and really paying attention and observing how we respond, and
Mm-hmm.
making sure that's how we want to respond, and if that's in our best interest.
Yes. All right.
Yeah. Any feedback so far about how the topic is going for you this month?
So I've through my changes this month. I don't know if you know this, that we decided kind of spur of the moment to move, and
Yes.
today's like tomorrow's our last day here. But
Oh,
I've
Hang on just a
watched
second. Let me just say that it hasn't been spur of the moment. I mean, it has, but it hasn't, right?
No,
You gotta,
yeah.
I was gonna say, be clear.
No,
like
you're right. And I
'cause
thought
it's
about
like
that
a,
the other day. It's like I've been wanting this, but now that it happened, it's like, oh. But
so it
I've
is kind of,
watched.
but yes, yeah.
I've been watching, movies while I'm packing and doing all the purging and stuff. And so I've watched Eat, Pray, Love twice. And that was actually the movie that got this started. And so, but I actually took notes when I watched it the other night, the second time, because the guy tells her when she's in India to see the guru, how she was like distracted by decorating her meditation room at home in her mind instead of, and he's like, no, that's within. So that's kind of what I was thinking of when you're talking about the sanctuary. It's all within, right? It's just like our prosperity garden, and like all of that
All
is
of it.
kind of how
Yeah.
what I'm thinking of when I'm thinking sanctuary. And I'm learning a meditation technique right now that's about going into the void, like release.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
I guess the windstorm's getting her.
You were on a roll there. Wait,
I
don't
know.
leave us hanging. That was
I
good.
know, right? Going into the void. That's right. She'll come back. That windstorm is what she said could
Yeah.
possibly be an issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it. I love it, like movies, especially, or shows, or any of that can really help us to have that contemplation.
Yeah. And
And I
there's
have,
so many out there, that's back to, well, that's actually a really good point though, if you think about it, of the TV of today. We have so much, she'll be
she'll be
back.
back. Yeah, she'll be back.
Uh,
Yeah, she will.
we have so many choices out there now, and it's a whole new world of where to find content. And it is that old sanctuary, right? Like if we go back into that old, like what makes you happy when you're like cozy on the couch watching something? Is it, or is it something that's going to propel you to learn from, or is it, junk food, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Bubble gum for the brain.
Right.
So,
Right.
so and I
would be
love
that.
the point that she said, taking notes,
Yeah.
which is great. So, are you back, Joyce? Can you hear us?
I think so.
Okay.
Sorry, our internet's crazy. What were you saying?
Okay. Your meditations that you're learning is going into the void,
Yeah,
and what?
right. So that's just kind of definitely been a sanctuary and learning to let go of everything else. Am I frozen? Dang it.
No,
No, I
no,
can
you're
hear
good.
you.
We can hear you.
Oh, you're not? Okay. I'm gonna turn my video off,
It
but
is
I'm
off.
here.
It turned it off for you.
Okay. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, that's just, I haven't listened.
Oh man.
All right.
It was, yeah, that's so weird because I could hear her just fine. And
Oh,
then
She's back.
Oh,
It's one of those you can back in on.
I know.
But maybe you can share what you want to say in the comments of the recording. Might be an easier thing to do because we'd like to hear what you're saying all in one piece so that we can put it together. But
Yeah.
very much so, like we were continuing to say, is that, you find your sanctuary within. What does that look like for you? And yeah, even though you've been taught one thing, you can choose something different.
Yeah.
Okay, now she's coming in up
And
here.
yeah, and maybe you don't need to, that's totally fine. If you don't need to, it's just that, I don't know, that's kind of my intention this month is observing reactions, not only my own, but everyone's around me when something, and especially, in working with pet loss too, there's a lot of reacting going on, as it should be, right? It should. It's just paying attention to where you let that go, right? Like how far. I love one, and we need to get into the truth or dares. I love one of them is how long do you allow for self-pity? Right. And there's no timeline in something like that in grief. There is no timeline. But what if it is a moment of, well, I'm not good enough for this, or, those moments of lack that come up? Then how long do you allow for self-pity? And is that the same? Right? Like, do we just feel good in that dark cave of self-pity?
Or can you just not choose that anymore? Like that might have been a thing in the past, but
Oh, yeah.
if you're being your true self, it's not meant to be that way.
All right.
It's that humanness. But Joyce, are you back with us? Or just your essence there? Okay.
I'm here.
All right.
Sorry.
That's okay. You don't have to be sorry. You're in Texas in a windstorm.
Yeah. Living on Mars.
Yeah, living on Mars there. So, but I don't know if you heard us, what we said, but like, hey, put in the comments of this video, please share your thought if you want to, like, be in a cohesive string of thoughts there. So
Mhm.
Please, yes.
that helps. Yeah. So
Okay. So what
ready
about
for some truth or dares?
dares? Yeah. All right, Joyce, while you're there, let's do it just in case.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Do you have a preference?
No, not really. I'm a wild card girl.
All right, we like that.
Then may I give one to you?
Sure.
I have all of them from the in-person, and they're I dropped one.
Oh, that
We're
must be yours. Exactly.
They were already mixed up. I didn't know what the truths or the dares were. So yeah.
I love it.
It was already mixed up. Okay. You receive, it's a big one. Okay. So spend the month finding the good and positive and even the worst of situations and the most difficult people. Journal your results and include if it feels like you are bypassing reality. All right, so I'm going to, just because I can, take a photo and
okay.
put it in the recording.
Nice.
This one is interesting too, though.
Can you read it one more time, please?
Yes, I will, because it doesn't spell out, but it is about being aware of spiritual bypassing and the awareness to anyway, spend the month finding the good and positive and even the worst of situations and the most difficult people. Journal your results and include if it feels like you are bypassing reality. So basically, yeah, if it is a situation where you're just merry sunshine and throwing glitter everywhere, if you're spiritually bypassing the situation, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. But just spend a month doing it, which is interesting on a very tough month for you. I don't know.
Well, I've already been doing it. I've been focusing on daily writing out not only things I love or that I'm grateful for, but the positive aspects of where I'm at right this moment, even if it's not where I want to be. It was an Abraham Hicks exercise that I listened to last week. And so I started doing that. I'm like, because she was saying, if it's kind of like how Lamar, I think I actually listened to that before our last one where I talked to Lamar, because by focusing on the positive, you're tapping into the emotion of what you actually want instead of like, I don't want to be where I'm at kind of thing.
Mhm.
So, it's taken my tires a week and a half to get here. I thought I was going to be in Oklahoma already. And so I'm like, you know what, that's okay. I'm where I'm supposed to be. And I was able to do a lot more purging and, organizing and all of that. So I've already kind of been doing that. So that's cool. But I hadn't really been thinking about if I was bypassing anything, because I've been actually intentionally trying not to bypass anything. Like if it needs attention, fine, great. But if I'm done, that's good too. And kind of being able to discern which is which, I guess.
With 3 weeks left, 2 to 3,
Mhm,
2.5 weeks left, whatever we have,
mhm.
and with you actually in movement,
Yeah,
that it'll be interesting because you'll run across some.
I think it'll be more about the people, honestly, when we get to Oklahoma,
Yeah.
because some of them are challenging.
Yeah, yeah, very
So,
cool.
all right. I do not have the list. So,
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. So, Ember, what would you like?
I will take. Well, let's give out. I know Joe and Lamar requested. Let's do that
Okay.
first. I want to make sure we
All
get
right.
everybody else covered before us.
Okay. All right. Let's do that then. Then hang on just a second. Lamar wants a truth and Joe would like a dare.
Okay. Are you going to give one? I'll give it the other.
Go for it. You go. You give Lamar a truth and I'll give Joe a dare.
Oh, here, how about this?
Oh.
Why don't I draw, see if it's a truth or dare, and
Oh,
whichever
there you
one it
go.
is assigned to the person. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. This is a truth. Who had a truth?
It was Lamar. Yep.
Lamar.
Perfect.
Okay. Lamar's truth. When was the last time you asked for support or help?
Nice. That one's a good one. All right. And so here's your dare, Joe. Go with our dare. Okay. So draw a picture or write down a time in your life when you had money and security. Make a note of how your heart felt during this time period.
Oh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm. And we're not looking for perfection at all, or you shouldn't. Like, you don't have to. You can, but it's more about the expression, the self-expression. I know a lot of times if people aren't artists and they say, look, yeah, you have to draw something. I'm like, oh, it's okay. You can share it if you want to, but you don't have to, obviously.
Stick
So,
people in mind.
exactly. Yeah. I love it. And I guess, did Kathleen get one? Did you see her in person? Okay. So, and I haven't heard from her. I'll check one more time just to make sure. Because like you say, with her saying that she was going to come, but no, nothing. All right.
Nothing. Yeah. This being on a
Nope.
weekend, you never know.
Right.
Okay. I will take a dare.
Okay. All right. Put both hands in the earth or potting soil. Spend a few moments feeling the cool, rich earth and note how it contains minerals that support plant growth. Think of this as a metaphor for dark, ugly times in life, yet providing you with nutrients. I like that one.
All right. Yes, thank you. I love that one too, especially as beautiful and warm as it is and will be for the next week.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. All right.
And I'll take your wild card. I'll do the wild card since you get the bowl. Get the bowl. Make it easy. I'll take the bowl.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
Okay. Here is yours. List 3 areas or aspects of life you feel are lacking. List 4 areas or aspects of life you feel in abundance.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Now, notice 3 and 4 add up to 7, which is our number this month.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you got a dare.
All right. So Kathleen just texted. Let me see if I can text her back and see.
Oh, which one she wants?
Yes, see if she's going to respond back quickly. And if not, that's okay.
Yeah, this has been, I know, I guess can be a pretty heavy topic. But what I love about this topic, especially with some coming up that are very happy and light, it kind of sets the tone for the rest of the year as helping us being aware, right? Because the first step is awareness of anything that we do or any changes that we want to make. So it really kind of helps with that awareness of our reactions.
Yes, I like that. Okay, so she just requested a truth. So want me to do that?
Yeah, go
do you
ahead.
have them separated?
They're not separate, but I do have just I have a magic finger
Okay.
to you, but so do you.
All right, let's go ahead and do it. Okay. Where is your spiritual center? So that'll be a good one to play around with. Oh,
Right.
Joyce is gone again.
That's Kathleen. Okay.
Yes. So we'll post that in the comment.
Yeah, we'll post all of those. Okay.
And you know, it's interesting. I just want to talk just a teeny bit, just about like what you just said about the feels heavier a little bit. I think that there's so much going on in the world, and I think lighter topics are always nice, but they always have an element of dark to them because where there's light, there's dark, and both. And so it kind of going back to like the bypassing thing, just talking just a little bit about that because, from my experience with the work that I do is, choosing your life and yet, sometimes it can seem like it's spiritual bypassing, but it's the intent behind it because you do the work, but you choose your life. So I do have to go. I'm sorry for the quick go, but anyway.
We're at time. So
right.
Yeah.
How?
All right.
Okay. I love you. Bye.
Bye. Happy manifesting.
Happy manifesting.